There's a light upon the mountain. I can't mark when I first heard or sang this hymn. Certainly it will have been sung from the Methodist hymn book of 1933. In the 1950s, my parents took me as a primary school child to Palace Avenue Methodist Church in Paynton, in Devon. Was it then? Or later, spasmodically attending a smaller church in Torquay, or in Exeter, or Westcliff-on-Sea, or Wrexham. Surely it was no later than that, the 1970s. I suppose it doesn't matter, except it seems rooted in my memory, and it is a fond memory. For me, this hymn is a contradiction. The language is archaic, and I've striven to write hymns in contemporary language. Some of it seems whimsical, but perhaps that's the wrong word. I wonder if mystical suits it better. Don Saliers, an American hymnologist, has suggested that hymns enable us to sing and experience, to embody perhaps, feelings and faith which, if we simply read or said them, we'd find hard to own. That's where this hymn works for me. Here we are, just a short way into Advent, looking forward to the celebration of the coming of the light of the world into the world, eternal light. The painting of Jesus with a lantern standing outside a closed door by Holman Hunt comes to mind. We are waiting for that King to enter again into our world. Henry Burton uses such evocative words which summon up not just what we imagine, but what we're actually feeling. Children in our hearts, waiting for Christmas, a hush of expectation. We could be lulled into sentimentality, but the Christ we await is breaking down the barriers, calling for his angels to build up the gates of day. And we are still in some mystical imaginary mode. Again, the text twists and catches us unaware. We are the angels, the messengers, being called, for the drum beats of his army are the heartbeats of our love. Those words, our love, bring us up short. And from here, there is only one way to go, onward and upward. We hear a distant music, and we're already moving in our hearts, if not literally, that we might bring all our finest and our noblest for the triumph of our King. Words and tune will carry us from here, from a mystical, imaginary beginning to the reality of commitment and the self-offering of love. Let us pray. Our God, who looked not from a distance, but came as light to live among us, as we feel in our hearts and sing with our lips, may we live in our lives. Amen. I come full circle, for we hear the hymn sung by a Methodist congregation, but in the Apollo Theatre, Manchester, in 1991, with the 55-strong hillside singers from Bristol, building up the Methodist district choir of 200 plus, singing for the annual conference celebration. So thanks to them.